Hey, how are we, Rev Youth? Let's talk about parable number 6. We're on 2 hands now. We're really making our way through the parables. Parable number 6, we actually kind of take a look back to a parable we talked about before, because today we're going to be talking about the light that is within you. So if you remember a couple parables ago, we were talking about no one lights a lamp and puts it under a basket. You light a lamp and you put it on a stand. And so today Jesus is kind of doubling down on this idea of the light that's in you and letting it shine. And so we find it in Luke chapter 11, verses 33 all the way to 36. And so this is what Jesus shares. No one, after lighting a lamp, puts it in a cellar or under a basket, but on a stand, so that those who enter may see the light. That's very familiar from the parable we read before, but this is where it gets new. This is where it gets really interesting. Your eye is the lamp to your body. When your eye is healthy, your whole body is full of light. But when it is bad, your body is full of darkness. Therefore, be careful lest the light in you be darkness. If then your whole body is full of light, having no part dark, it will be wholly bright, as when a lamp with its rays gives you light. What is Jesus talking about? First, we're talking about lighting a lamp and putting it on a stand and not hiding it. And now he's talking about your eye is the lamp to your body. So what is Jesus talking about? I really think we have to come to this place of understanding that what we fix our eyes on is ultimately what we're going to be filled with. And so we're given 2 different alternatives. We're given light and we're given darkness. And I want to flip actually all the way back to Genesis chapter 1, the very first book in your Bible. We see this battle between light and darkness from the very beginning of the Bible, chapter 1. And we're talking in the first couple of verses here. There's this comparison between light and darkness. And when we're talking light and darkness, we're talking good and evil. Good being God, evil being Satan, light being God, being Jesus, darkness being Satan and all of his demons who he's trying to corrupt and fill the world with lies. There's this battle, a spiritual battle of good and evil, light and darkness. Genesis chapter 1, we'll just start reading in verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Verse 3, this is where light comes in. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. That's in Genesis chapter 1. That's the first couple verses of the Bible. That's the creation story. At the very origin of creation, we see this battle between darkness and light. And there was darkness that covered the earth. And God said, "Let there be light." And God spoke light into existence. And God said light was good. So now let's go back to our parable where Jesus is talking about the eye is the lamp to the body. And he says when your eye is healthy, your whole body is filled with light. But when it's bad, your body is filled with darkness. So now we have to think about, what are we fixing our eyes on? Are we fixing our eyes on the things of God, on the things of Jesus, on the truths that we find in the Bible? Are we fixing our eyes on light? Or are we fixing our eyes on the things of this world, which ultimately can lead us down this path of darkness and will fill us inside with darkness? I was watching a TikTok the other day with Marissa. And yes, I watch TikTok from now and then, but here's my thing for you. Don't get stuck in the TikTok world, okay? You can watch a few and then get off and do something in the real world. But I was watching this TikTok.
Hey, yo, think about it. We're not scared of being alone in the dark. We're scared of not being alone in the dark. Ah!
And that was just funny. Because if you think about it, you don't have to teach a kid to be afraid of the dark. Every single one of us at some point in our lives has been afraid of the dark. Why is that? Because deep inside of us, there's something knit within us that knows that light is good. Light is necessary. I need light. Why? Because I can't see without light. And so we have this almost fear built inside of us of the darkness and being just trapped in darkness. And here's the reality. Here's the spiritual reality. The enemy would love for you to be trapped in darkness and never be able to see the light. But Jesus comes so that you would have life and be able to have the light of the world, Jesus, inside of you. So fix your eyes on Jesus. Why? Because what you fix your eyes on is ultimately what will be inside of you. When the eye is healthy, the body's healthy. When the eye is bad, the inside is dark. So fix your eyes on the light. Fix your eyes on Jesus. My challenge for you today is this. Examine what you are consuming with your eyes. What are your eyes fixed on? Is it godly content or is it worldly content? Because whatever it is what's going to fill you. The eye is the lamp to your body, and your body should be a place where the light dwells and the light shines.